Welcome back to another episode of EpicAirsoft HD. Today we're here with something special and very high end. This is a real sword Type 56-2. Alright, we're back again with another real sword. You can check out the Dragunov that we did before by clicking on the link here. This is the AK variant. As the Chinese military used to use these before they were replaced by the Type 97, but you can still see these in action all over the place, all over the world. This is the 56-2 variant, which is the synthetic handguard and the collapsible stock. Let's have a look at some of the other features here. We'll start from the back. Like I said, the collapsible stock is absolutely rock solid. It's actually hard to pull out. It's that well made. If you see, it clicks forward. The mechanism is actually back here, so you're not clicking on your gun. I find that quite nasty with some of the earlier Russian stuff, but this is actually really clever. And your button's just here, and it clicks into place. There's no wobble on this thing whatsoever. Look at that. You could actually beat someone to death. I'm actually tempted not to hold the gun like this, but actually hold it like that, just to club my enemy to death. That's how strong it is. I just can't describe in words how heavy this thing is either. It's the heaviest gun I've picked up. In fact, it's heavier than the Dragunov, and that is saying something too. The handguard here is the traditional 56-2 type. It's polymer, really thick, so if you get big hands, that's going to be ideal for you. Traditional AK fire selector, full, semi, and safe. The bolt isn't as good on this one as it is on the Dragunov, but you still get a nice click, and that's good enough. The battery is housed in the top receiver here. You're going to need a stick battery in there or a really narrow LiPo, but that's no issue for anyone that wants to spend £350, £325 on one of these real sword AKs. The metalwork is beautiful, even down to the rivets. They're actual real rivets. Crazy Russians, but they've real sword have went to the actual detail and not just stuck them on there with glue. They're actually riveted on. That is really neat. The magazine lever is really tight, just like you'd expect, and just like any other AK, the magazines are an absolute bitch to get back in. Cool if you're trying to struggle to reload your gun. Slight wobble in the mag, but what AK doesn't do that. Like I mentioned before, the front handguard is synthetic, but that's perfect, keeps the weight down, and if this was a real gun, you're not going to burn your hands in any hot metal parts. Front side post, again like the Dragunov, detail is great. This is black anodizing, it's not painted, the whole thing is just completely anodized, and the finish is beautiful. Front barrel here, again, is all stainless steel, and all this stuff is proper casting, and it's also been buffed down to look just like the real thing. That's how the manufacture process goes. Internals of this gun, the gearbox is one of the best we've seen. No brittle gears, everything about it is just absolutely fantastic. The rate of fire is great, and the trigger pull is really crisp. Another great thing about these guns is they all come with 6.03mm Type bore barrels, and we're going to take this out on the range just to demonstrate that for you. Okay, we're going to do the 30-meter shooting test. What we're looking for is the best grouping we can get from this gun. We're running .25 blaster BBs available from Land Warrior Airsoft, and we're clamping it in the vise because we want to eliminate any human error from me. We want to measure how the gun shoots and not how good the shooter is, basically. Okay, I've got these rubber slips in the vise as well, and that's going to eliminate any damage we can do to the gun. Okay, as you can see, the gun is really secure. Even when I'm putting pressure on it, it's not very minimal movement, much more minimal than I would be able to hold it still. So we're going to go ahead and do a semi-auto test, then a full auto burst. Now to full auto. Let's do 3 or 4 quick bursts. Let's have a close-up of the target we just shot. Okay, we used 0.25 gram BBs, blaster type, and this gun performed really well. Kind of expected that with this 6.03mm type bore barrel, but you can see this really tight pattern there. That's very good. I'll circle that so it's easier to see, and we'll get a close-up shot of it right there. This may be 5 or 6 BBs in the same little cluster. Again, you've got this kind of pattern up here. We cleaned the barrel as best we could, 2 or 3 times. It's still coming up a wee bit dirty, but you expect that with a brand new gun even. But that's a great pattern. It's almost like the MP18 we reviewed before, which you can click on here to see. So let's have a look at the gun before we wrap this up. Beautiful externals, perfect internals, excellent performance as you've seen on a target shoot. This gun fires about 350 feet per second, and it's a great gun for a skirmish weapon. Comes with a high cap. I'll take mid caps of course, but this is the ultimate AK. If you're looking for a Kalashnikov, don't go anywhere else but Real Sword. That's just basically what it's telling us. Fantastic build quality. Highly recommend this gun. You can compare it to the other AKs we've done here before in EpicAirsoftHD. Don't forget to subscribe to us so you can see more videos like this. Check out the links in the description below to see where you can buy this gun and to get more information. We'll see you next week.